Documentary Melania, the First Lady's record-breaking documentary about the 20 days leading up to President Trump's second inauguration. The film raked in nearly $8 million at the box office for the three-day opening weekend, the best opening of a documentary in 14 years. Rotten Tomatoes audience giving it a 99%.
Apparently, Fox News wants you to believe that the documentary Melania was a smash hit, saying because it grossed $7 to $8 million over the first weekend, obviously it's a good movie, right? And this is where context matters. So context will tell you that the production cost of this movie cost around $40 million. Context will also tell you that they spent about $35 million on promotion and marketing alone. So when you do some quick math, it cost about $75 million to promote and to produce this movie. And when you take into consideration that they have to pay the movie theaters about half of the ticket sales, they only walked away with about $3.5 million grossed.
Believe me when I tell you I'm not trying to be funny when I say this, but the country is literally in a constant state of emergency. Like, we are living in mass chaos. Why do y'all think in the midst of that, we give a damn about Melania's life? Like, I'm not even trying to be funny, but with all that's going on, why do y'all think people want to see a movie about Melania's upbringing or whatever it's about? She literally has no personality. It has always very much gave, I'm here because I have to be. Unseasoned, bland, like nothing about her says we need to go see a movie that is specifically about her. She not just in a movie. We need to know more about her. Listen, I'm not even fully convinced that she's not being held hostage. Every time we see her now, if she wanted to do a movie about that, I think we might show up to the theaters.
Something is cooking in America. Like, something is cooking in America. You just have to watch this to understand what is happening. Like, watch this.
Trump is furious that Melania, the movie, is flopping. Melania scored only 7% on Rotten Tomatoes, which is one of the lowest ratings ever seen.
Loser!
When I told you guys that Melania Trump was in her flop era, I really meant she's in her flop era.
Can you describe making the film in 3 words?
I think the people will judge it for themselves.
And then
it's beautiful, it's emotional, it's fashionable.
Entirety of Australia, they only sold 55 tickets. Australia, whose population is around 29 million people. In 2 very popular theaters in Sydney, there were only 3 tickets sold and 11 tickets sold in the whole theater.
Yes, like anything that happens now, you kind of blame it now on the president. Like, he's trying to like blame people for the wife's movie not being attended and stuff like that. But let's look at this like this. Because if you truly want to look at the movie and all the perspective in which you're saying and a whole lot of people are talking about it, I'll tell you this. At times, a movie could not sell not because the movie is bad, but because of the marketing being done on the movie. Yes, let's say you're selling a product. A whole lot of money can be invested in making the product, like the internal product or what is being consumed in the product, but not the packaging. How are you going to sell? You understand? Because a whole lot of money, you call $75 million being put into this project, and at the end you call it a flop because of what you think. It could be like the movie is being put there, but now the marketing destroyed it. Not publicizing the movie in the right way, the right strategies, made the movie to appear that way. Not because the movie is bad, okay? This documentary is so epic. Okay, like, watch this.
What's really going on with this movie that groups of women are showing up wearing the same dress? It's a joke? Is this an insult? Or is this like a filter where like you take a picture with your friends in front of the movie poster? Somehow like AI, all of you wearing the exact same weird dress with the choker thing? People are calling this like cult behavior, but honestly I feel like it's an inside joke. Because these dresses kind of remind me of a certain group of files. It's weird how the timing of all of this couldn't be more perfect. Because the director of that very same movie, these women are bragging about going to see with their friends, just had a ton more pictures dropped from those files. Honestly, the fact that they had the same release day, her with the movies, him with the pictures, makes you wonder if they knew anything about this. It would be even crazier The person he was holding on to happened to be her, because they're saying, yes, underage, but they're also just covering up the faces of the people they believed were victims. And
Yes, like all this ranting, all this noise, all this blah 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 you're making, was it help? Okay? If you're looking at the movie with a mind, I don't know how this Democrat tend to look at stuff at time. If you look at this movie in a kind of positive light, like, wow, the people are putting on white and black, all the ladies put on white and black, and thinking of how to market this movie or how to push the movie to the next level, you wouldn't be saying what you're saying here. Because we kind of look at things, you don't look at it from the way of jealous mind or kind of this is a Republican something. No, we look at it with love, the creativity being put into the documentary, okay? Because when you go this way, you're going to always take the wrong route. Like, what's this?
If you use Rotten Tomatoes, it's time to stop because it's clearly been compromised. If you look up the Melania movie, Melania, yeah, you know what it has on that popcorn meter, which is supposed to be like the viewer ratings. I think it says it has almost 500 plus review, and it has a 99% rating. Yeah, the critic rating is at like 11%, but the viewer rating with 500 reviews is at 99%. That tells me everything I need to know about Rotten Tomatoes. Not that this was some scientific tool I based my life on, but when I was looking up a movie, I use that more than anything because I'm like, as just an average viewer or a regular guy who doesn't know a lot about movies, just like sitting down and watching one, that's what I would base my opinions off of. Oh, this got a 98. This must be fantastic. I'm going to check this movie out. Well, not anymore because clearly Rotten Tomatoes either is compromised or has a system that doesn't make any sense or doesn't work. And to tell me there's a 99% on Rotten Tomatoes, I don't buy it.
Yes, just a quick question before you continue the ranting. You don't buy it, yes. You call it rotten tomato with anything you want to call it. How many presidents do you know around the world that their wives have gone into stuff like this? Or their wives, or a company has seen their wives to this valuable point and they took this money and invested into her. You see, because to take 75 million and invest on anything, that thing should be valuable. But now you call it rotten tomato or tomatoes because of the marketing, a poor marketing system or something like that. You don't do that. You don't do that. The Democrats always have a way of sabotaging, always making people feel bad that what they did wasn't enough, okay? But I'm going to tell you, this movie was epic. Like, look at what Joe Rogan has to say here.
Look at this. This is the side of... Give me some volume on this. Listen to this. The Melania Trump documentary set to open in theaters across the United States is facing a major box office flop, with reports showing mostly empty theaters in major cities like New York, Los Angeles, Florida, and beyond. Despite Amazon investing roughly $75 million in the project, including expensive promotions like ads on the Las Vegas Sphere, ticket sales appear extremely weak, even during primetime weekend showings. According to Rolling Stone, the film's production was chaotic and disorganized.
Yes, like a whole lot of things have happened, and you could see Joe Rogan had this to express to show the density, the population, or the dense of population in areas around US and other places around you understand. But see it again, this isn't called for at times, or this doesn't show how valuable a movie could be, or a documentary, anything, okay? Because I just said earlier, if a movie is being done and the marketing is being poorly done, then you're not going to get the most results you want, okay? Because she's a very, very valuable somebody. Because just to take this amount of money and put on someone, we're talking about 70 something million US dollars here, okay? I know the payout was small or something like that, but at least this has put Donald Trump or put the First Lady in another scope of light we see her. Just imagine, has someone ever invested just $5 million on you at once? No, definitely no. Then now, when you see this vast sum of money being invested on somebody for a show or a documentary, then you should know how valuable that person can be. I don't care what you say, I don't care what you're saying, the messages online and everything, but I'm telling you here, as a Republican, we are here to make America great again in everything we do. And we are not saying it. You can see other companies are saying it. That is why they have to invest short amount of money.
Well, I just went and saw the Melania movie. Maybe the best movie of the year. Incredible filmmaking, just really beautiful, picturesque. You could understand every word that she was saying, that she was trying to say. You could understand it easily. You didn't have to have subtitles. It was so real and emotional, and it was so, like, very real. I understood her perfectly. Trump looked good and thin and had nice hair in it. I'll probably go see it again a few times more in the theaters, and then I'll buy it on tape. It was good. It felt very unifying. I want to hit myself with a bat in the part of my head where I have memory so that I forget that I saw it, so I can see it again for the first time again. I was blown away by it. Yeah, I didn't see it.